Morning, team. It's me, your favourite, Jordan at the screen, and today, my darlings, I would like to talk to you about women who should be in prison, episode 9. Yes, I'm doing another one yet again. And believe it or not, I've actually made some headway into my long list. You know, that list I keep whinging about, the backlog I've got. Thankfully, I've not got as many as I first thought. I can do phonics. Because I thought I had quite a fair few, and I did. But when I'd gone through them and I'd cut out duplicates, because I had some from same story, different sources, where they've been sent in over time. I just added them to my list. I've only got 26, so it's not quite so bad, really, in the grand scheme of things. However, I am doing a separate project on the side, looking at child deaths, going through the case reviews on the NSPCC website, looking at which parents or parents out there who are culpable for child death, and I can tell you now that's going to be adding quite a fair few people to my list. Thing is, with the case reviews, is a lot of these people are anonymised. Parents who've brutally abused and neglected and harmed their children, spare jail, but they're just referred to as Parent A or something crap like that. So that's fabulous. And yeah, the report I'm doing that I just mentioned is got 252 cases in there. Yay! That doesn't mean that's like 252 women who should be in prison. Mind, don't jump the gun there. It's not quite that bad. But no, anyway, that all said and done, let's get straight into my list. And so the first person I'm going to be talking about today is Helen Adu. This article came out on the 21st of September 2017, and her charges are that of theft and fraud. So, Helen Adu, 50, of Church Elm Lane, Dagenham, was trusted by a 40-year-old man to withdraw cash for him from an ATM as he was inebriated. And she was a train station security guard. Basically, the guy was completely wankered and he needed to get on the train, but he was too drunk to buy a ticket. So he asked her to do it, can you take my card, here's my pin, get me some money out, because I'm just blotted, I can't do it. She said, yeah, I'll do that, happily. Except when she gave him his ticket, she decided to be a really clever idea to keep his card and his wallet, using it over a dozen times to withdraw hundreds from his account. She even closed down Ockenden Station in Essex for 15 minutes so she could withdraw money from his account. During the investigation, she remained dishonest, and when arrested, attempted to hide an Oyster card receipt down the back of the police car seat, hiding evidence. She only confessed when she appeared in court. So, this is some bitch who, stole from this guy, capitalised on his vulnerability, just victimised this guy and lied about it and hid it up until the very final stage. Because in the courts, if you're honest, if you confess, hey, look, yeah, if you comply, that looks good, that swings in your favour. This bitch didn't. She tried to stuff evidence away when she was being arrested. She didn't cooperate. She was just being a pain in the ass during the police investigation. Only confesses when she gets to court, when she realises the full gravity of what's about to happen. And what does she get fucking sentenced with? Community order to undertake 150 hours of unpaid work and a rehabilitation activity for 20 days, £646 compensation and a victim surcharge and court costs of £170. Unknown justices of the peace at Basildon Magistrates Court. It's fucking bullshit. People like to go out and have a bit of a drink and then come home, and you think that people in these positions shouldn't be complete bastards. And she was, and she got let go for it. I mean, it's good that she had to pay back to the guy, but it's like, she only had to pay back what she took. We should have shotguns. Anyway, next person. 14th of September 2017. This one is of Michelle Kershaw. That's her. Right there. I don't know, how well can you see that on my camera? There you go. That's her right there. She, 45, from Mossley, Tameside, Greater Manchester, did steal £1,600 worth of goods from a disabled client, because she's like a carer. She stole his guitar, synthesizer, and iPhone. He has brittle bone disease. And she did sell them on to pay for her addiction to painkillers. Okay, that picture there looks like she's in a student halls. And to all my detractors and critics online, if you think I've got a bad hairline, Jesus Christ, look at hers. I don't quite feel so bad anymore. Yeah, so she was supposed to be his carer, hired through an agency. And she later falsely claimed they were gifts given to her by the victim. She received welfare payments but got involved with an escort agency to make extra cash to support her family. She is a single mother of 3 children. I'm going to assume, as per most single mothers, she is by choice. And so the judge remarked, "We do feel for your situation. But that does not take away from the offence you have committed. This could have been a very different ending, and you could have ended up in custody." She fucking should end up in custody. "But neither of us want that. I know you have not been before the courts before, and hopefully you won't be here again." Sentence: 12-month community order, 100 hours unpaid work to pay 1,600 compensation, and £500 court costs. Judge, some known justice of the peace, whoever it was, at Manchester Magistrates Court. Manchester again. Well, I said Manchester earlier. Here's the thing, really. She only had to pay back what she stole. So let's take out that 1,600 compensation. She had a 12-month community order, 100 hours unpaid work, and £500 court costs. Really, at the end of the day? So she works as an escort. Well, I can't imagine she gets that much money looking at her. So a couple of nights' work, and she's probably got that 500 quid. Unless if she does the dirty stuff, which she might do. She seems like a, immoral bitch, stealing from somebody with brittle bone disease. So she probably will do the dirty stuff. She could easily make that in a fucking night. Wow, we've really taught her right from wrong with this, punishment. Next case. Why do I do this? Why do I do this series? It just depresses the fuck out of me. This one was sent in by a fan, actually a little while ago, to be honest. And I wrote it up within a few days of receiving it and then put it in the script. But as I've said, I've had loads on lock and I'm just shit at getting around to doing them. But finally it's here. Lynn Taylor, embezzlement. This article came out on the 24th of July 2017. Lynn Taylor, 56, who has been living in Portugal, did embezzle Edinburgh Festival Fringe Society of £222,331 and 12 crisp pennies over the period of nearly 7 years. So it's not like as if this was an accidental crime. This was something that was planned and maintained. And instead of directing funds to the pension scheme as she was meant to, she was directing them to her personal account. So all this thing about Carillion that's going on lately and all these companies that raid their pension pot and how everybody goes fucking insane about it. How dare you raid our pensions? This bitch did it herself, using her status and position of trust to conceal the transfers. The judge remarked, "It is noteworthy that shortly after the embezzlement was discovered, you repaid £100,000 and subsequently paid the remaining £110,000 as well as the £40,000 costs incurred by the charity when raising civil proceedings against you to recover the money stolen by you." So wait, so since she got found out, it's good that she paid it back after she got found out, as if that's supposed to show some sort of morality. Like, how is this a good thing? Like, yeah, great, they got the money back, but really, she only did that after she got found out. Anyway, I carry on with the quote. "I understand that by taking these proceedings against you, the money was recovered by April 2016. As some explanation for your behaviour, I was advised by your counsel that you had been badly affected by the death of your brother and other close family members and had been concerned at your daughter's health. So that justifies stealing £220,000. Help, my brother just died, I need 220k. How do you make that leap?" Where else am I in the quote? "It does appear, however, that much of the money embezzled was used by you in the owning of horses and participating in show jumping activities." So it's not like she even used it, like, for, donating it to charities, perhaps, for, whatever it is the brother died of. Maybe it was cancer, giving it to cancer research, or, her daughter's health, spending on emergency, healthcare, stuff that maybe isn't on the NHS or whatever. It's like she spent it on herself for her own personal entertainment. So I can't really, get how explanation for her behaviour, advised by her counsel, is that, she was affected by these things. I'm just... Again, how are these leaps of logic being made? This is stuff I need help with. This is why I drink when I make these episodes, because otherwise I ask these sorts of questions and then it just infuriates me. And sentence, direct from the sheriff, full-on quote, 8-month restriction of liberty order, discounted from the maximum 12 months. Good-o, discounted. From 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. each night to reflect your early plea and cooperation with the process. And in addition, we'll make a 12-month community payback order where you will be required to undertake 200 hours of unpaid work. Once again, this is discounted from the 300-hour maximum. That is Sheriff Frank Crowe at the Edinburgh Sheriff Court. No, why are you discounting this shit? This is something she planned and was doing. Over, how many years was it? 2 years, did I say? 7 years. 7 years. Christ alive. So it's like this £220,000 over 7 years that she spent on horses and show jumping activities and basically fun and frivolities. And then she realises she's got caught out, tries to cover her back, sends it all back, then blanks, oh, it's because my brother died. Like, it doesn't take you 7 fucking years to get over it. Like, piss off. Okay? Seriously, of all things, piss off. And your daughter was ill, but you didn't spend any of the money on your fucking daughter. It went to, horses and show jumping activities. No. But yet the fucking idiot Sheriff Frank Crowe bought into this bollocks. This is why I drink special brew. Because at least when I drink it, it actually gets me fucking pissed as I'm drinking it through the episode. Rather than... And in preparation for the episode as well, rather than drinking something like, I don't know, a Stella, which is only 5%. It's like, nice, that'll slightly touch me and help me whilst I'm trying to fucking recover from this bullshit. This is why men drink so much. This is why we've got a problem with alcoholism, because we have to deal with this kind of insanity. Back in the room. 11th of August 2017, Natalie Saul, theft and fraud by abuse of position. Natalie Saul, 37, from Wandsworth, South London, did steal $348,439 from her employers after she blew $250,000 playing poker online. Oh, the creme de la creme of society. The mother of one submitted more than 400 fake invoices to get the cash from the software company between March 2015 and December 2016. You thought that previous bitch was bad. 220,000 over 7 years. Lynn Taylor, you thought she took the biscuit. No. Natalie Saul, 348,000 over a year and a half. Nearly two. Actually, no, that's more than a year and a half. Nearly 2 years. Wow, Jesus, this. How do they keep getting away with it? Lucy Daniels, defending Saul, had argued her client was shaken by the loss of her grandmother in 2013 and was a committed charity worker. Yet Miss Saul, perpetrated the thefts between March 2015 and December 2016. It's like grandmother dies in 2013. 2 years later, decide to steal, 350,000 essentially. It's like, how do you make that leap of logic again? 2 years later, what is this? Some sort of delayed reaction? Drink. She created fake invoices to the company to account system. And then, using her knowledge of the auditing system, she amended the bank details to match her own. She paid the invoices to herself, then changed the bank details back to the original supplier. She then marked the invoices as paid. So she really knew the system, knew what she was fucking doing to mask her operations. She really was covering her tracks. This wasn't, some crime of passion that was, while she was in some sort of emotional state. This was calculated. She knew what she was doing, and she did it over 400 fucking times. She did this over a 21-month period. Oh, I've written out already how long it fucking took. This was premeditated and excruciatingly calculated. Judge Newman said she was on the brink of giving her a sentence of 3 years and 4 months before being persuaded she was unfit for prison. How is this unfit for prison? The judge even admitted her sentence was wholly exceptional and fell outside sentencing guidelines. She also remarked that Miss Saul is not the general stuff of which the prison population is made. She added, I'm taking a considerable risk that the Crown will think it lenient and appeal, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. Oh my God. Actually, I just found something fucking funny. Even though I wrote this fucking ages ago, it's probably actually quite fitting that I'm only talking about this case now. Because the judge is a woman called Kathy Newman. Okay, Catherine Newman it says, but Kathy Newman. So you're saying is, even though you stole this over a 21-month period, you did it 400 times, what you really mean is you're innocent. So you're saying, despite being a horrendous criminal, you're innocent. So you're saying we should base our society on lobsters. Judge Catherine Newman. Oh my God, that actually is her name. 2 years suspended sentence, by the way. 250 hours unpaid work and must pay £360 costs. I mean, like, £360. She keeps the money. She gets to keep the money. She blew $250,000, stole 350,000. So really, the difference is 98,439. Basically 100,000, right? She gets to keep that. You get to keep the money, by the way. All you have to do is get a 2 year suspended sentence, 250 hours unpaid work, and must pay £360 costs. I might do this. I might just develop a massive poker addiction and steal 350,000 from fucking somebody and just ask for a wholly exceptional sentencing that is, because I'm not the general stuff of which a prison population is made. And I must ask the judge to take a considerable risk that the Crown will think it lenient and appeal, but it's a risk that the judge is willing to take. Judge Catherine Newman, fuck me, Kathy Newman. Wow. I only just noticed this whilst filming. Fuck me, wow. That's funny. So you're saying, Jordan, that all women should be sent to prison? Oh my God. Oh my Jesus God above. I need to look into this bitch. If she's doing this sort of thing, and her name's Catherine Newman, there's more to it than this. There is no way the gods, the 8 divines, are going to look down and let this be a one-off. I need to look into this woman. I'm damn certain that Judge Catherine Newman will have done shit like this before. There is no way the 8 divines, the old gods and the new, would allow this judge to just do it once. Catherine Newman, fuck me. But seriously, I mean, 21 months, did it 400 times, and took nearly 350k. Catherine Newman, fuck me. Anyway, that's all said and done. Another 4 cases to keep you at home happy. As I said, I got another 26 now listed that I've gone through. Plus that document, that report thing I'm doing, of all the children culpably killed by a parent and or guardian. I will add that. Majority of which are obviously going to be the mothers, because mothers kill more children than parents, than fathers and her new boyfriends combined. Because they always talk about, violence, oh, men are inherently violent. Not when it comes to children. Mothers seem to have a bit of a passion for when it comes to killing their kids. One case, a child was just born, literally just born in the shower. The mother concealed the pregnancy, gave birth in the shower, fucking stuffed tissue down the baby's throat and strangled it with the shower cord and killed it dead. Stuffed it down the toilet, and when they found the mother, because she passed out essentially in the bathroom, when they found her, she was near dead, or in a really bad way, and they didn't realise the child was there until later on. Killed the kid and only got hospital order if memory serves. But that will be in a future episode. I don't know why I'm telling you now. It's on my fucking mind. But yeah, basically I've got a shitload more cases to go through on that one. I think I might touch them in the next episode. But, I mean, there's fucking hundreds of them. And they're heartbreaking as well. Life is shit. Anyway, this is another uplifting and morally enlightening episode of Women Who Should Be in Prison, episode 9. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm going to carry on drinking because I'm depressed as fuck now. And see you in the next video. Toodle pip.